Welcome to Divine Hand for another soulful, insightful, spiritual message. Take or resonate, leave what doesn't. Collective. I pre-pulled some cards for our convenience. With that being said, let's get started. So I pulled the Oracle card for this particular message, and it reads, emotional triggers. You may encounter a situation or a person that triggers your hidden wounds. Okay. So this is a message that is a call to awareness and healing. Okay. Emotional triggers show up when a situation or a person just press on unhealed or suppressed wounds, often from your past relationships, childhood experiences, or like moments where you felt unseen, rejected, or unsafe. um so triggers are your teachers. Okay. When they are activated, you emotionally, this is just pointing to something within you that still needs compassion, release, or understanding. Okay. Your reaction matters more than the situation. So the intensity of your response reveals where energy is stuck. Okay. This is a healing window. Okay. These moments are surfacing now because you are strong enough to face them and move through these situations or people. um you're being asked to respond, not react. Okay. Pause, breathe, observe, what you're feeling before you're acting. Okay. So self-soothing and boundaries are the key here. Okay. Protect your energy while honoring your emotions. Okay. So spirit is just saying, notice what hurts. Okay. But don't judge yourself for it. Healing doesn't mean the wounds never existed. It means it's no longer controlling you. Okay. So let's move on to the tarot that I pulled for this message. And the first card I pulled was the Three of Wands. Okay. And so what I'm seeing here is that you may be expanding beyond an old emotional comfort zone. Triggers appear when you're on the edge of growth. Okay. This isn't regression, it's evolution. So we could be talking about an Aries. It could be, some people, something that you need to pay attention to, some red flags or something like that is what I'm seeing. Um, but that is the core message of the read. Okay. The next card we have is the Lover card. Okay. So it can be lovers, family. This represents Gemini. Okay. So the triggers are coming through like relationships. Or emotional situations or most emotional choices. Okay, because these are choices, right? This points to wounds tied to connections, attachments, or like self alignment versus people pleasing. Okay. So spirit is wanting you to, this could be a Gemini we're talking about, that's going through these triggers, these emotional triggers. And um you're going to keep going through these emotional triggers until they are healed, is what I'm getting. Okay. We have the Six of Wands next. Okay. And this is you may be learning, or you need to learn to be seen and not validated without external approval. Okay. um triggers may arise when recognition or um, confidence feels shaky. Healing, your self-worth wounds. So some self-worth wounds that someone is needing to pay attention to. um, and so this is why you're so triggered. Um, this can be also someone that is getting recognition, and maybe someone is triggered by that. Okay. This could have been a lover from the past. Okay. Let's continue. So we have the Page of Cups, and the Page of Cups is that inner child healing. Is the center here, right? So someone um inner child needs to be healed. Okay. um this is emotional sensitivity. Okay. And it is heightened so that you can respond with openness rather than defensiveness. Okay. So someone may be bringing you a small little love offer. It could be that too. Collective is what I'm seeing. And that may trigger you. So pay attention to how you respond to it. Okay. Don't react so quickly. Just if it's not for you, it's not for you. Okay. Then we have the Knight of Swords. Okay. So the Knight of Swords, this trigger may just push you to react quickly or like speak impulsively. Okay. So like speaking with hurtful words. Okay. This can also be a Gemini. um this card just asks you to just slow down and become conscious of how you express your emotions truly. Okay. So someone could have did something to you, collective, and they may be coming towards you, to try to bring you a small love offer. And you might like be like you might cuss this person out, but spirit is asking you. Okay. If you're on the path to healing, right? um you want to heal that, right? Whatever pain it caused you, so you can get out of that stuck, so the energy can flow, is what I'm getting. Okay. So we have the Moon card next, and the Moon card is saying, this is the heart of the oracle, right? The message. Okay. Emotional triggers. Okay. Things that are hitting, emotions that are hitting, right? um so this is like hidden fears, subconscious wounds, and emotional illusions are surfacing. Okay. Especially ones you didn't like realize you were still affecting you. Okay. So you may have put things but in the back of your head. It could have been a water sign that did these things to you, or something harsh. Okay, with the Knight of Swords. But you're needing to respond from your healed place and not your hurt place, is what I'm getting. Okay. We have the Judgment card. This person has received judgment for whatever. Okay. If they hurt you, collective, they are under judgment and they receive judgment, right? This is like a powerful emotional awakening, right? Triggers aren't random. They're calling you to release old emotional patterns and answer the higher truth about yourself. Okay. So whatever you're needing to answer regarding yourself. I mean, if you're coming from a healed place, you already take accountability for whatever you played in this situation. But this person is coming towards you, collective. And spirit is again just saying, respond from a healed place and not a hurt place. Okay. Then we have the Ace of Swords, and this is clarity. Okay. This is the truth. um the truths are the reward, right? Once you face the triggers honestly, right, mental breakthroughs and emotional liberation follows. Okay. So what I'm getting is like you are being triggered to awaken, right? Not to be in suffering. There was something that could have caused you confusion, but it's now becoming very clear to you because you're looking at it from a healed place. Okay. From a place of truth is what I'm getting. So relationships and emotional exchange are just acting as mirrors. Okay. Helping you to reclaim your voice and your truth. Okay. So that's what I'm getting. And at the bottom of the deck, we got the Justice card. So this will be your justice, right? This is Libra's energy. This is going to be bring you justice. Um, and it's going to be bring you balance as well. When you start shifting your perspective, okay, or regarding someone that may have hurt you in some type of way. And they're, like I said, they're coming towards you. So with that being said, thank you for listening.